Hello everybody, the Board Game Man here, and today we're going to look at an area control game with dice. This game was made back in 2008 by Closet Nerd Games. Ages 8 and up, the player count 3 to 5 players, even though there is a 2-player variant. And it takes about 15 to 30 minutes to play. What is this game? It is called Cambria. Surround, seize, or surrender. So let's head on over to the gamer's table and I'm going to show you how to play Cambria. All right, everybody, here we are with Cambria at the gamer's table. I'm going to go ahead and go over the components real quick, and then I'll show you how to play. So first and foremost, it is a two-sided board. This side depicts Cambria, the Roman name for Wales, and a system of roads leading to fort sites. Each road connects 2 fort sites. Each fort site is marked with a Roman numeral. The Roman numeral is equal to the number of roads leading to it. In the sea, you have 5 boats out here along with the Legion Eagle. On the reverse side is the land to the north, known as Cumbria, which I'll show you right here. And the fort sites on the map are different locations requiring a different strategy. So it is a two-sided board, and they're totally different than the first one. So pretty darn cool. So let's go ahead and flip it back over to Cambria. Now let's go ahead and show you the components. You have 2 wood dice. You also have the fort tokens right here. You also have the Legion Pond. And you also have 25 colored warrior markers, which you have 5 of each color, because it's a 3 to 5 player game. And the instruction booklet right here. Here's the instruction booklet. Nicely done, colorful illustrations, and yeah, they did a good job on this. Just a quick little read, and you are up and ready to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how to play Cambria. So the object of the game is you're trying to surround these sites to get the points. Well, let me go ahead and set this up, because what you do is you put these tokens, which you'll see. Let me take a few of these out so you can see what they look like. I'm going to take these out anyway. Woo. Okay. And you can see they have the Roman numerals on them. So you have 4 here, and then you have 3, and so on. So what you're going to do is 2, 3. What you're going to do is you're going to place those on the board here. So you get 2, and then you'll have 3 here, and so on. Let me go ahead and set that up, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so I have it all set up now, and what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and see these Roman numerals that are on the board. You're going to go ahead and place the fort token on there. So in this case, you see Fort 2, you're going to place it on the 2. Fort 3, you're going to place it on the 3. Now there's a little special token when you put them on 4, 5, and 6. So what you're going to do is on the 4s, which is one of them is right here, you're going to go ahead and place a second place victory point with a 2. So it's going to be half the amount of points that's on here. So 4, or actually I should say 2 below. So 4, you're going to have a 2, okay, for second place. 5, so you have a 5, you're going to have 3 as second place. And then you'll have the 6 here. You will place a victory point 4 on there. So you can see it says victory points on there and not fort. Because you have the fort 4, which is right here. So here's a fort 4. Okay, and then you also have the victory points 4, so they are different. Okay, all right, and you're going to place those right on the board where the Roman numerals are. Okay, you also have the Legion token, which will go right here. And let's go ahead and show you how to do the game. So the object of the game is you're trying to get the most points, and how you do that is you're trying to surround each one of these forts. As soon as the fort is surrounded, you will get that fort, and that's the amount of points you will get. Now, for each, there's a reason why it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That depends on how many roads are connected to it. So in this case, you see 2, you have these 2 roads connected to it, and that's why it's Fort 2. Here you have Fort 3, you see you have 3 roads connected to it. And then you have 4, I'm sorry, this is 6. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's why you get those second place tokens, because it does take a lot more to try to surround those areas. 5, as you can see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So that's where you get the fort numbers from. Now, these are your warrior cubes, and this is where you place them on the board by rolling the dice. So let's go ahead and do a sample roll. I'm going to roll, let's see, let's say I rolled a 4 and a 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your cube, this will be the first player, blue, and he can either lay this down on a road on its way to 4 or 5, okay? So let's just say, okay, here's 4 here. I'm going to go ahead and lay it right here, okay? This is a road heading towards 4, okay? And then your turn is done. So let's say black rolled and they rolled a 3 and a 4. So black's going to do the same thing. He's going to choose a road to Fort 3 or Fort 4, whichever one he prefers. Let's just say he does this. He's going to go ahead and place it right here. Okay, and that turn's done. Now what happens is, let's say you roll a double. Okay, if you roll a double, that means obviously you have to go, you roll a 5, like double 5s. You're going to lay this down on a road to 5, just like this. Now, if there is another player that is on a road, so say there's another player that's on there, let's just say black was here, and you have the one that's on that road, you can take your cube with doubles, and you can knock him off that road and take over that road, and this goes back into his arsenal, okay? And that's if you roll doubles. Just say, just like if I roll double 2s, like green did that, you can go ahead and take out this blue cube and take over that road, okay? So doubles are a little powerful here. It's not now these are any doubles except for 1s. Now let me go over what happens with the 1s. The 1s are when this pawn comes into play, okay? Now what happens is if you roll a 1 and say let's roll, you rolled a 1 and a 5, okay? Let's do 1 and a 6. Let's do 1 and 6. So if I roll a 1 and a 6, okay? What you can do is you have one of two choices. You can either just simply put this on a road to 6 if you want to, or you can take the pawn here, which is technically called the Legion pawn, and you can place this on any road with a 6. Same if it was a 2, you can do any road to 2, any road to 4, whatever number you rolled with that 1, that is, you can take out one of the players that's on that road. So for instance, if it is, like I said earlier, 1 and a 6, blue can go, okay, I'm going to go ahead and boom, knock the black right off that, and the pawn stays there, okay? So that's pretty much you just taking out somebody else's cube, and that's it, okay? If you roll double 1s, this is the most powerful one. If you roll snake eyes, what happens here is you can place the Legion pawn any road you want. Any road you want. So let's just say we had a couple people out here, and we got blue here, and let's just say black rolled that, okay? He can move this anywhere he wants. Just say, I want to knock this person off. Boom. He knocks this person off. This person goes back in his arsenal. And then he gets to choose any one of these boats, 2 through 6, to lay his cube on. So let's just say he goes, okay, I want to go ahead and lay this on 2. Okay. So when his turn comes around, what he can do, and say he rolls, okay, and he rolls a 5 and a 4, okay. Doggone it, I wanted to use 2. I wanted to roll a 2, that way I can take this, and I can tie with this guy. I want it to take over one of these roads, so he can't take it. Well, you can in this instance. This allows you to replace any one of these dice with that number, okay. Only one person can be on a boat at one time. You cannot have multiple people on boats. Only one person at a time can do that. So for instance, in this one, he can say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to abide by those dice. I want to lay it on the road of 2, and he can place it either here or here, any one of these that have a 2. So that, it's kind of like saving it for a future turn. So that's what that is for, okay? Now let's go over scoring. So let's just say green was here, and let's say black was here, or let's say blue, and let's just do a couple roads here. You kind of go later on here, and so on. Okay, let's do this, and we can do something like this. Okay? So as soon as a fort is surrounded, whoever has the most cubes around that fort gets those points. So for instance here, he's going to get the 2 points for this, okay? Because there's only 2 roads going to this, so he gets the 2 points. Green will get the 2 points, okay? Now let's say, for instance, we have 3. Fort 3 Well, look, all three of these roads, I'm sorry, this should be here. All three of these roads are taken, okay? Now you can see black has 2 of these roads and green has 1, so black would take 3. He's going to go ahead and take this, and now black has 3 points. Now you see over here, this 3 has been taken because this is all surrounded. This fort is taken. It's all surrounded. Black has 2, green has 1, so obviously black would take this fort like so. If there is a tie, nobody takes it. So later on, you can get that pawn and maybe take out one of those and maybe try to get one of your own cubes on there, okay? So that's how that works. And obviously, if you got a fort 5 over here, and say this person has one here, and this one has one here, and so on, okay, let's see, that will cover all 5 rows. So let's just say fort 5 is taken. Obviously, green has 3 of the 5 roads, so they would take this, and then black would get the second place token. In this case, it would be 3 victory points. Okay, and that's how that works. So, and then once, like I said, once you get a 1 and a 3, and that player can take this and put it any road on 3. So say he goes over here and sees that, you know, I have a 3 over here. You have a 3 over here. This blue is right here. You can knock that 3 off. That's what the 1-1 means. And obviously the double 1 means you can move it anywhere on the board and place one of your cubes here for a future roll. Play keeps going around until you have 6 forts left. So say this was taken out, this was taken out, until you have 6 forts left. Let's just say there's your 6 forts. As soon as 6 forts are left over, the game ends. Okay, the game ends, and you start tallying up your points, but you still count the remaining ports remaining for points. Okay, so for instance, for this one here, this green player has 2 rows to the fort, so he would get the 4 points. There is no second place. Oh, 6 points, I'm sorry. So green would take this, and there's no second place, so no one gets the victory points on that, the second victory point. Same, we've got 2 here. Okay, 2, yep. 2, well, black only has the 1 road, so he would take this. So you still count the remaining forts. Just 6 triggers the end of the game, but you still have to look at how many people have all the rest of the forts, and you still get those points. For instance, this one, there's only 2 players on these roads, so he would take this. No one would get the second place. This would be green. I mean, green really made out like a bandit over here. So green would get that. No one's here. No one's here. And then black would get this because he only has 1 road to that fort too. And then you tally up your points. And whoever has the most points wins the game. And that is Cambria. So I hope you enjoyed the game. It's a nice, simple game. It's very, very interesting. It's a quick game. It shouldn't take too long. I mean, like I said, it's 15 to 30 minutes. It is a 3 to 5 player count, and they do have a 2-player variant in the instructions, which I'll go ahead and let you look at that if you're interested in playing the game. So if you enjoyed the video, please click on the like button and subscribe today. That would be wonderful. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.